Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Whenever you're watching this, there's still light coming through my window, but I wasn't really prepared to record another video today, and I recorded this video. It is 5:33 p.m. Central Time, so whatever time it is that this video has gotten out, trust me, this was the only thing that I was paying attention to. I was dialed in on getting this video out. This wasn't supposed to be the next video in the queue. I knew that there was some sort of announcement coming out of UVA. I knew it was going to be something pretty big. I had a couple of things that I was tipped off on. I had a couple of the pieces of this puzzle put together. I knew it was coming. I didn't expect it to show up today. I didn't expect it to get pushed in front of me today, but it did. A lot of you all probably know what I'm talking about. The title and thumbnail probably gave a little bit of it away. But what UVA just did, what they just did with this recruiting class, the Savage 7, we've got 5. Are there 2 more? Who knows what's going on? Who knows what's going on with the Savage 7 thing? What they just did was way more than just announce a recruiting class. Way more than just announce one of the greatest recruiting classes in history, without a doubt. What they did is they took this thing and said, let's turn this into a moment. Let's turn this into something that ripples throughout the NCAA. It ripples throughout the people that are in middle school right now, the studs that are in middle school, freshman, junior, sophomore, senior. I did that out of order for no particular reason. I think it's because my brain is scrambled eggs right now, trying to piece this entire thing together. What they did is they put together a marketing event that is now making UVA the only thing that is really being talked about in swimming. And there's a lot going on in college swimming right now. Let's go ahead and dive into this recruiting class. Let's pop it up on the screen next to me and start with a pair of number 1 recruits. And I call them a pair of number 1 recruits because I do believe they are tied for number 1 in this recruiting class. I do. Number 1, Thomas Heilman. And number 2, Max Williamson. I first heard about Max Williamson when he slipped off of the wall at high school state in the 100 backstroke and still won the event. He came up like 2 body lengths behind in a short course yards 100 backstroke, came back and still won high school states. Since then, he's been a 47 long course 100 freestyler. He swims about every single event under the moon. Hopefully I have some of his times up on the screen next to me. He's a number one recruit all day long, all week, all year, all month, whatever. Thomas Heilman, it's the same exact story. Same story. He's breaking Phelps's national age group records in the national age group record above him, or class or whatever. 15, 16, he's breaking the 17, 18-year-old Michael Phelps long course 200 butterfly records. And this is a short course thing, right? NCAA swimming is short course yards. But don't worry, because he should be up on the screen next to you now. His SwimCloud account or his SwimCloud page. And he is an unbelievable short course yard swimmer. The guy's underwaters are incredible. His underwaters, and that means, there's another incredible short course yard swimmer named Leon Marchand, who is known for his underwaters as well. I don't think I really need to be explaining this to you. If you have any idea who these guys are, you should know who they are. And so UVA did this whole Savage 7 thing, right? They had some branding about it. Todd DeSorbo, Tyler Fenwick, everybody at UVA. They've had such momentum, right? I just made a couple videos about UVA and the dual meet that they're trying to put on, right? It's coming up next Friday. So it's like a little bit under a week away against Texas. They're doing all the bells and whistles, trying to get a lot of people involved and engaged. And off the back of that momentum, all of a sudden, this big wave of media with this recruiting class. UVA is putting in some work. They're putting in some work and they're taking some risks and they're trying things that have never been done in college swimming and they're stacking them up. They're stacking up momentum. And we haven't even really talked about the fact that they got all of these recruits and there could be 2 more. They're talking about the Savage 7. There could be 2 more coming. Who knows who they are? Who knows? Maybe they're not. I don't know. I'm speculating here. This is all alleged, whatever. Thomas Heilman, Max Williamson, number 18 on SwimCloud, Thomas Mercer. His times are up on the screen next to me. I will let you look at those and try to just digest what on earth has taken place. Number 27 in the class, we're going to flip those up. Josh Howitt. Yep, that's right. He committed as well. This coordinated attempt at just blasting this all out online and the amount of just media density that has come out of this. Josh Howitt just liked my comment on Instagram. It just popped up on my phone. Josh, shout out to you. We're going to flip you out of here, though, and we're going to get number 77 in the class, Grant Murphy. And number 77, the way that these SwimCloud rankings work, and I love SwimCloud. I think they do an incredible job. Sometimes you got a guy that's like number 126, and he really could be like number 25. He really could be. He could just not have like the density in, 1.0 times. I think I was like a 6.5 or something like that in college swimming, which now, or in Swim Cloud, which now would probably be like a 27.5. But like the way that it works, it's weird. Like you have one good swim and a coach could be like, hey, you should really be higher. And, so don't look at them like, end all be all or anything like that. Max Williamson, Thomas Heilman, tied for number 1 though. I think that one makes sense. So there are your top 5. So there are your 5 recruits that UVA has just signed. I'm going to try to get out of here quickly. I'm going to ramble for just like another minute and a half because 8 minutes is really important in YouTube. And you know what? Why not? Let's do it. This is, like I said at the beginning of this whole thing. And go down in the comment section. Go nuts. Go nuts. I'm going to be down there. Hopefully you'll be down there. Enjoy this. This is really fun. And this is an interesting time in college swimming. While you're down there and while I'm talking about this, like the video. The thing that is happening in college swimming, the main thing that is starting to differentiate teams from other teams is marketing. It really is. It's marketing. It is the calculated and intentional use of events and things that are happening and kind of taking a step back and saying, what if we did this in a little bit of a different way? What if we utilize the things that we have, the resources we have? What if we even just asked a recruit, and said, hey, we're trying to put together the biggest recruiting class in history. What do you think about putting off your recruiting announcement, your commitment announcement, which is a really difficult thing to do for a kid that's 17 years old, just made one of the biggest decisions of their life, to tell them, what if you waited, right? It's like convincing a kid to like not eat the candy that he just got at a movie theater because like he doesn't want to have a tummy ache by the end of the movie. It's a very similar thing. I've been through it. You have to convince one of those kids, another one, all 5 to just wait and then make this coordinated effort. It's a weird thing to think about. It's a weird thing to be the first team to really do. And now you've got this dual meet against Texas, and you've got, the job that the women's team is doing over there. We haven't even gotten into that. We haven't gotten into that at all. They got Anthony Grimm from Texas. He was a 20.650 backstroker at a high school. UVA, Virginia in general, the state of Virginia at this point has all of the momentum in the world. What a day. What a moment this has been. College swimming is growing like crazy. The interest in this sport, the amount of things that we have to talk about, this is awesome. If you're a fan of this sport, you're a fan at the right time. If you're not a fan, get into it. I don't know what you're doing. Like the video, drop a comment, go crazy. I'm going to be down there. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.